I returned to Boston last October on a flight from San Diego. I was about 30 minutes early. I was really excited. I was going to be able to make the tango class I thought I would have to miss. I hopped in a cab, took me to my parking spot, which is in the garage next door to Mass General Hospital. Hopped in my car, shot out from the garage, went down a side street that crosses over in the front of the hospital. In the middle of the street, 3 guys were standing. One of them is about my height, probably around 40, he was kind of muscular. Without looking, he started to step into the street. I was going along that street, and he stepped in. I think he suddenly looked to the left and realized I might hit him, and he jumped back. Now, I am an ultra-polite driver. But in this case, I was in a little bit of a hurry. They were jaywalking. There was no pedestrian crosswalk, so I kept going. I turned down another side street, past the outpatient center, but I had to stop behind a line of cars. Then I noticed in the rearview mirror, this guy who had stepped off the street was coming from behind me. He came up to my passenger window and looked in. I powered the window down, and he said, "This is a hospital zone. You are going too fast. I've got your license number." And my heart started to race. He walked away. He just walked off. I think he was probably going to the T to go home. My heart was racing, thinking, this guy's a nutcase. I mean, he was the one who was stepping off jaywalking. I'm sure if there was a security camera, it would show this. What's he going to do? Call the cops? So the traffic starts to move. I go out into the street, start driving toward my class, but my mind's racing about what I might have said. And then I stopped and thought, wait a second, why am I letting myself get so upset about this? I shouldn't be reacting like this. And I got into my metacognition. I started reflecting, and taking a page out of Daniel Siegel's Mindsight, I realized I'm in my limbic system. I've got to get up into my frontal lobe, and I did. And I started to process this and started to use it. And I thought, geez, maybe there was something to learn from this guy. And actually, I realized I was going slower, and I was more aware of everything around me. Maybe this crazy guy had a lesson to teach me. Maybe I could use this feedback. And I processed that up until the class and thought about what I could do, what I could learn from this. And I wonder, where did that come from? Why was I able to use the feedback in this way? Feedback that had been given to me in the worst way possible. And yeah, I'm a lifelong and obsessive, probably neurotic learner. But I think a lot of where this comes from is my life in simulation. These decades, over 2 decades of working in simulation, and in particular, the whole craft of debriefing, of thinking about debriefing, thinking about how we share with our students our curiosity with them and how they can learn. Simulation is an incredible tool that you all have, that we all have, for helping our students learn in this way and learn how to both give and receive feedback. We do a lot of teaching about giving feedback, I think, but not about receiving. And what I realized, and this probably came from the book by Stone and Heen, Thanks for the Feedback, that it's really much more important to learn how to receive feedback. It's a lot easier to give it, a lot tougher to really receive it. So I wasn't really feeling too good about this whole situation. I wasn't crazy about the way I reacted, but at least I had gotten into my head, I had gotten metacognitive. But what would I do about the adrenaline-induced behavior? How could I control my limbic system more? What would it take to do that? If I feel like it's our job to teach our students to de-escalate situations like this, what's the problem when I can't always do it myself? So I obviously need some more simulation. I need to learn more. This is a real challenge for all of us in simulation. Now, I'm a patient safety guy. I came to simulation from patient safety. And I know that systems are really important for patient safety. We have to create great systems. But it's equally important for us to create great relationships, to get clinicians and all healthcare providers and workers to learn how to work together and how to share together, in particular, how to give feedback to each other and how to receive feedback. So if you have some feedback for me, I'd appreciate it. I'm almost looking forward to the next opportunity I have to challenge myself to see if I can pull it off, to control that limbic system better. And if you have that for me and want to share it, please do. But it's okay to be nice.